Alright, before we start moving on to the rest of the game, I just wanted to quickly give you my opinion on the game so far. And so far, it's actually the best iteration of Dynasty Warriors to date. Whatever they did with Dynasty Warriors 9, which was a complete screw-up, they completely, almost as if they completely forgot about that game, and it went from Dynasty Warriors 8 to Dynasty Warriors 10. Dynasty Warriors Origins can be referred to as Dynasty Warriors 10, but I'm just going to still refer to it as Dynasty Warriors Origins, or DWO for short. And the combat in this game is amazing. I think it's actually more fluid in the full release than it was in the demo. And of course, there was a couple of things that the game tells you in the tutorial, or like the opening mission or so, of how to finesse some of the combat mechanics that the demo did not teach you. And now I have even more ways to string combos. And as you progress and level up your weapon, you'll actually unlock more attacks. So that's actually pretty cool. And that's actually been kind of a staple for Dynasty Warriors since its inception of the combo system for the weapons. I think Dynasty Warriors 3, I believe, was the first time it introduced the actual combo system, because the first Dynasty Warriors and the second Dynasty Warriors 2, your attack strings only ended with 4 combos, so 4 light attacks in total. I don't believe there were legit heavy attacks, at least in Dynasty Warriors 1. It's been years since I played Dynasty Warriors 1. But it's nice to see that core staple of the combat mechanic is still there. As far as the story goes, this is very much story driven as opposed to previous Dynasty Warriors. I know that Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8 really changed how the story was told and added in more cutscenes and more cinematics and such. Dynasty Warriors Origins really goes all in on the story elements. So rather than in previous titles where you start a new game and it quickly gives you a synopsis of the story, the fall of the Han Dynasty, the start of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, that kind of thing. It's very it just summarizes everything. And then you go on, pick your faction. So Jin, Wu, Shu, Wei, Other, or Lu Bu too, depending on which title it is. And then you immediately start the Yellow Turban Rebellion. That is usually at least one battle. Then you move on to the coalition against Dongzhuo, which is what the demo took place in. Battle Shishu Gate. I haven't gotten that far yet in Dynasty Warriors Origins, so it might be Battle of Shishu Gate and Battle of Hulao Gate. So that and depending on the title too, that could also be one battle or 2 battles. In Dynasty Warriors Origins, it might be Shishu Gate and Hulao Gate. So far that's either 2 to 3 battles when you start a game. And then after that, it kind of branches off and kind of getting each faction set up, Wu, Wei, and Shu, before you start the whole 3 Kingdoms scenario. And then from there, you're about 4 to 5 battles in, and that's when you start the Battle of Chur-B. Chur-B actually is the end point for Dynasty Warriors Origins. That's where the story ends, which is strange because usually in every other title for Dynasty Warriors, the story will move on to eventually, like it did in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8, will actually lead you to very final climactic battles. So yeah, finales basically, on how each faction begins to kind of fall in their own way. And then of course Dynasty Warriors 8 introduced those what if scenarios, which actually was even better too. There was a lot of replayability there. But if you have not picked the game up, I highly encourage you to do so, even if you're not a fan of Dynasty Warriors. The game is so much different from its predecessors. I absolutely love it. Dynasty Warriors Origins, well, not Origins, but Dynasty Warriors, the series, is why I created my YouTube channel in the first place. So it's amazing to come back to it in full circle and be able to play an amazing game. So if you have not picked it up yet, I highly recommend you do so. So let's get on with the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
We won't be putting the townspeople at risk here. You can fight without restraint. There is still much I must do, but I swear that I will get you out of here.
I don't know if he's trustworthy, but either way, we'll have to cut our way through.
I love the remix of this song. It's amazing. Now let's see what this game has to offer. Following Guan Yu, also known as Bearded Hero.
Damn brigands! You won't escape!
They've already caught up to us, but we can't stop now. Fight your way through.
I don't know if this is the general sword that we're using or not.
Two of you are quite skilled. It matters not, since you are far outnumbered. An opening.
Game looks pretty good too. This is the best looking Dynasty Warriors yet.
We will be fighting all day if we remain here. We must break through the guard post up ahead. As long as we get past the post, we'll be beyond their jurisdiction and out of their reach.
I'm gonna assume that this is the general sword or whatever they call it.
Don't let them get away! Strike them down!
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Counter their attacks with great skill.
Never taught me that in the demo.
Defense is the key when outnumbered. You seem to know that well.
I did not know you could do that.
It looks like the enemy is gone. Let us proceed toward the guard post.
Even the houses look more scaled. Scaled is in a scale to our characters, because in previous Dynasty Warriors, the houses are actually pretty small in comparison to character size. And this forest looks gorgeous.
There! It's them! Now we shall teach them what it means to defy us!
See if we can't get some combos going.
Looking rough.
Cool, so I don't think I encountered this in the demo, but it looks like evading allows you to keep your combo strings.
Let us go.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's incredibly fluid combat. I love it. Man, this game looks good.
So, that is the guard post. But there are no guards. This must be...
You're out of luck. This is where you scoundrels meet your end.
Oh, facing a large army.
They've cut us off. We may be outnumbered, but we must not falter.
We must rise!
These might be yellow turbans. Yep, yellow turbans.
This. Do you choose to continue being exploited until you die?
No!
Then tell me, do you have the courage to take back what was stolen?
Yes!
Then let us all advance and witness a new era of peace.
There we go. There are those charges.
Have no fear. And follow me!
What the? Shoot already! Shoot and take them out!
Are those allies? Then this is our chance. Now!
Apologies for taking so long.
All of these troops? Who are they?
You said that I would get you out. Did I not?
Man, I love the combo string. It's so fluid. Wow.
No mercy for anyone who defies us! Cut them all down!
Oh, and you can cancel too? What? Man, you can do a booster attack. There we go.
Your skills are impressive. No evil may withstand such a righteous blade. ourselves to be pushed back here. Let me handle this for now.
Looks like we'll be using Guan Yu. Musa Rage feature.
Take that.
Yeah, look at that. From a light into a heavy and then seamlessly go back into a light for an infinite combo string. This is something that Dynasty Warriors 6 tried to do, but it's just not as good as it is in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I think they perfected it. It's definitely the best.
Those who lack courage, be gone. It's your turn.
I love that.
Good. The enemy has lost the momentum.
You wretched scum!
Boss battle.
Cut you down myself!
I'm gonna assume we're gonna duel.
Finally, they're leaving. Let us bring him down. Soldiers should disperse once they lose their commander.
So we weren't able to actually block like that in the demo. In the demo, we were just doing parries.
Let's end this. Can't believe this. The enemy officer. Do not think your disobedience will go unnoticed. You will come to regret your actions.
I have deep respect for your valor. Now, go on. Leave the rest to us.
Long hair man, this must be Zhang
We will
Jiao,
meet again someday.
leader of the Yellow
Farewell
Turbans.
for now.
Not one for explanations, then? Well, let us head somewhere we can rest.
Okay, that was pretty fun. Even as an opening level. Or a battle. Amazing. This is a good game. If you haven't bought it yet, you definitely should. It's well worth the money. Even if you're not a fan of Dynasty Warriors or the beat 'em up, mash 'em up type of games.
You know, I didn't have the chance to thank you. I am very grateful for your help. Though it was rude of me to accept it without even asking your name. Tell me, what are you called?
Wanderer. I am just going to use my name as Chinese as it is. Doesn't get any more Chinese than Brian.
I take it you are a warrior traveling the land like myself. From where do you hail?
I cannot say, and I don't know. It's the same. So the same question, same answers.
That is quite intriguing. You fought with such effortless skill. I've never seen anything like it. I'm curious to know where you trained.
I'm guessing this is a way to give your character a backstory.
So you have no memory of your past? Now I see why you cannot tell me where you are from. In any case, it was fortunate I met you when I did. Most wandering warriors won't lift a finger until they hear talk of compensation. But you are not like the others. I see you walk an honorable path, wielding your blade for the weak.
I was told to do so. I think I know no other way.
Then that is all the more evidence of your virtue. You must have been taught by someone of noble character. Are you aware that there have been many similar happenings of late? Soldiers and officials alike. oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery for food. All the while, an endless rain has rotted the wheat, and the winds have brought sickness. Countless lives have been lost. Perhaps this is heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land.
The heavens feel sadness. The will of the heavens is absolute. Sounds like a dick answer.
Is that where your doubts lie? You are an odd one. I am sure you have also heard rumors about the Way of the Great Peace. They are a cult that follows a great sage called Zhang Jiao. Recently, I've been hearing their ranks are growing rapidly. Their promises of a brighter future must be drawing in the powerless masses. I've spoken too much. It has already grown late.
Man, this game looks good. Okay, so he's a silent protagonist, but he will speak during combat. And I'm fine with this. I just absolutely love the aesthetic of ancient China. I think even more so than ancient, or not ancient Japan, but feudal Japan, which is kind of my area of expertise as far as history goes. But I just love the aesthetic of ancient China. You can't beat any kind of scenery like that.
A country that has long been divided will reunite. One that has long been united will become divided. Long ago, the Han Dynasty was founded by Emperor Gaozu and re-established by Emperor Guangwu. And yet, Heaven's will is now clear. The coming age will inevitably be one of great chaos. That is why you must bring peace to the world. The guiding light already lies within you. Rise now, guardian of peace.
This guy's hairstyle is very similar to mine. I think me and the Wanderer have very similar hairstyles. And I agree, it's a good looking hairstyle. Except when it starts poking you in the eyes, then yeah, it gets a bit irritating. I don't think he has a problem with that, though. Guan Yu looks a little weird without having a mustache on his beard.
In the second month of the Guanghe era's 7th year, a major upheaval began. By extending a hand to suffering peasants, the Way of the Great Peace gained immense support. Zhang Jiao, the movement's founder, declared a rebellion against the Han Dynasty. In aid of the provinces, countless adherents of the Way of the Great Peace rose in revolt. To demonstrate their unity, they clad themselves in yellow and referred to themselves as the Yellow Turbans. This would later be called the Yellow Turban Rebellion. And so, the era was set on the path toward great turmoil. Chapter 1. The Yellow Turbans Rebellion turns to a reign of terror. Heroes rise in the midst of turmoil.
Are you I knew it was you. I've not seen you since G, but it is good to see you doing well.
Someone you know, brother?
Yes. We fought together in G Province. These are my companions. We swore a vow of brotherhood with each other just recently. This is Zhang Fei. And this is Liu Bei, the eldest of us three.
It's good to meet you. I have heard from Guan Yu that you were a man of great valor.
I am surprised you remember, brother. I only spoke of him but for a moment at a feast.
That was more than enough. Remembering names and reputations is a skill of mine. As unimpressive as it may be. I quite agree. By the way, we will be fighting against the vanguard of the Yellow Turbans tomorrow, by order of the governor. Would you be interested in joining us?
Hey, what's this about? You don't think we're enough?
No, that's not it.
Then why?
Right from the moment we formed our volunteer army, we have welcomed any tough fighter, no matter who they may be. And from what Guan Yu told us, he made the government forces look like incompetent fools. I want to fight with him and see his skills for myself.
Well, if that's your decision, all right. But first, I need to see how strong a warrior he is. So let's put you to the test. If you can beat me, I'll welcome you. Good. At least you're up for a fight. Come on then. Let's go somewhere with enough space.
I'm gonna assume this is the dueling mechanic from
All right. I'll give
the
you
older
something
Dynasty
to
Warriors
swing
titles.
at. Come at me any way you like. An opening. Got it. I can see right
Okay,
through
so it's
you.
not a dueling mechanic.
I can see right through you. You're not slow, but your strikes are weak. You'll never break my guard like that.
Zhang Fei, don't get too carried away.
Brother, Zhang Fei knows
While
not to take
blocking,
it too
while
far.
evading.
Besides, an opening. A warrior of his prowess has little need for our concern.
You're better than I thought. But
Okay,
it'll
so
take
each of the
more
different
than that
techniques
to
will
beat
allow you
me.
to follow up with a block attack or a strong attack. That's actually pretty cool. So that was battle arts.
I can see right through you. So weak. I can see right through you.
Now, you're looking rough.
Better witness to my power.
Well, not bad. Zhang Fei, that's enough for today, don't you think?
I'm just getting started, brother. I'll strike first this time. Try not to go down straight away.
Yeah, this is also different. Locking onto a target, but also holding block, as well as being able to move around too while holding block.
Yep. Turn the tables. All right, I'm going to hit you even harder this time.
Okay, so it is a tutorial on how to show you how to use some of the more advanced mechanics for the combat. I think it wants me to do perfect evasions.
Looking rough.
I'm all warmed up now. Go on. Try to take me down.
An opening. Now. Looking rough.
Oh, okay, it's not a door yet.
What? How dare you attack me like that?
I already know about this.
On you. Zhang Fei is incredible. He looks like he could go on forever.
Yes. Fought with his full strength. Aim quickly. But his opponent has great potential.
We'll just have to see how he turns out. We've made an interesting new acquaintance.
Now you're really starting to fight back. Maybe I should too. Concentrate. All my might.
I don't know if rapidly pressing the Y button when you're doing the assault mode it increases damage or not.
And open.
Stop there. We've seen enough. This was a test of skill, not a duel to the death.
Oh, I must have gotten a little carried away. You got it, brother. We'll end it here.
Do you see what I meant now, Zhang Fei? His skills are not lacking in the slightest.
Well, that may be so. He's not a total weakling, at least.
Can't you just say he's good, Zhang Fei? Sorry about him. If you would be willing to fight with us, then please, come by the Volunteer Army's tent. You would be most welcome.
I second my brother's request. It would be very heartening to have you on our side. I know you must have conflicting feelings after what happened in G. After all, we both have died back then without the Yellow Turban's help. However, we cannot turn a blind eye to them attacking and looting the homes of not only government officials, but even ordinary people. It appears that they no longer fight for justice. That is why I've decided to stop them. It will be my way of repaying my debt. I trust that you are driven by a similar desire.
Okay, it was touted as one of the main features of Dynasty Warriors Origins that as an original character we would be able to choose which factions to join. I don't believe we're going to have the option to join Cao Cao or Sun Jian, so I think I think it's kind of more of a tutorial type thing, and maybe eventually after the Yellow Turban Rebellion, when we get to the battle against Dong Zhuo, I think that's when we can start picking sides. Maybe, I'm not too sure yet. Let's see, can we go over here? No, we can't. So yeah, there's interesting to see how this game will play out, because it does only go up to the Battle of Turbi, which is a decisive battle, and it kind of puts everything into perspective as far as the Three Kingdoms go, which actually creates Wei, Wu, and Shu. And then from there, that's when the game or the story actually kind of picks up. But in Dynasty Warriors Origins, that's where the story ends at Chibi. So it's interesting to see how big this game will be, because usually in previous Dynasty Warriors titles, it goes from the Yellow Turban Rebellion, which is at least one battle. Then it goes to the coalition against Dong Zhuo, which is usually one battle. Maybe another one, depending on which faction you were, which faction you were playing as at the time. And then it would lead off into filler battles, so to speak, kind of establishing Wu, Wei, and Shu, which would maybe be between 2 and 3 battles, and then it would go to Chirbi, which would be it's more of a climactic battle, and then from there, that's when the stories start to branch out. But here in Origins, that's where it ends. So again, I want to see how this plays out. Okay, so it looks like we'll be able to move throughout all of China. This might be the capital. Chengdu, I believe. Battle of Guanyang. Okay, so we can finally get to our first battle by the looks of it. So we'll be fighting with Liu Bei.
It is good to have you here.
So you're not one to ignore people crying out for help. I respect that.
Welcome to the Volunteer Army. We appreciate you joining us. Shall we start?
Okay, so just the standard battle briefing as it is with every Dynasty Warriors.
I'd say so.
I guess we'll be partnered up with Zhang Fei.
Aye.
Yeah, we'll just skip through this. Unless you don't know what's going on, then, or if you haven't played previous Dynasty Wars, I mean, this is just explaining to you what you got to do throughout the battle. But if you're a hardened Dynasty Wars veteran, I mean, you already know what to do.
I'm grateful.
So let's see what's going on. So we have just our standard arts and such. So nothing we can do, so we just begin the battle. I'm interested in the music.
Soon it will be time to march.
Why, brother? Are you feeling anxious? Scared even?
Quite the opposite. I'm thrilled that it is finally beginning. We are about to win our first victory, my brothers. I mean, how can we not, with such formidable allies?
Well spoken.
This is the Liu Bei we vowed to follow.
Now, let the heavens witness our might.
All right, let's
what do we got?
this. I better not catch you slacking.
Feel my steel.
I've noticed Guan Yu's beard isn't as long as it usually is.
Han dogs! I shall stop you here!
Here they come. Are you ready? Now. Looking rough. An opening. They're waiting for my power. Not bad.
The enemy officer.
Looks
Okay.
like you don't need me watching out for you.
I might increase the difficulty. I'm playing on Hero, or not Hero. I'm playing on Wayfarer, which is standard. But I might just switch over to Hero.
A better haul than I expected. We should take advantage of this while the higher-ups are away.
This is also a small battle.
Oh, you bastards!
Going to be as large as
Any of our spoils.
the Dongzhou battle from,
It all up later.
or Battle C3 gave from the demo.
Get back what they stole!
Pushing back. Bring forward the rear guard. We have to break their will before they gain momentum.
Then, of course, assault mode does turn into more of an execution mode if they're low on health. New battle arts will become available. Oh, okay, so that's what proficiency does.
Let's get serious. Momentum. Now, break through their ranks from behind. Start the advance. In the
That was quite impressive. You lot really saved us out there. Now we can take the fight to them.
Begin the march!
I like the music. Sounds good. Sounds like it's an original song for Dynasty Warriors Origins, rather than a remix or a redux.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wait! Give it back, you thieves!
Don't get in our way, you Han scum! Some officials still weird.
That was a neat little camera work.
Blame them if you want.
Little camera angle.
You're doing a great job out there.
Got this.
Come on. Let's push on.
Victory shall be ours! Everyone, keep your spirits high!
I have slain the enemy officer.
Oh, I love this combat. It's so good.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh, another officer.
The enemy officer
Here.
has
Keep
been
pushing
defeated.
toward the enemy stronghold. Move forward!
This ragtag band of
Guess the main
miscreants.
baddie.
I've had enough of them.
High courage excel in both offense and defense. Officers with high courage also possess greater fortitude, making them a greater force to be reckoned with. Soldiers with high courage will perform group attacks using tactics, much like the attacks with glowing indicators performed at enemy officers. Attacks using tactics cannot be blocked and can only be stopped with special arts. So, like this. That was pretty good.
Claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Let's get serious. Got this.
Okay, that's the health. Usually you can pick them up from enemies or find them out in the world.
The enemy soldiers are not impressive on their own, but their combined effort
That looked like a
must not
Musu
be
attack.
underestimated.
Victory is within our grasp. Everyone, keep going.
The enemy officer has been defeated. I've been waiting to strive to rescue all who are oppressed. The heavens are on our side. We must rid the enemy officer of these imperial beasts. Been defeated.
I wonder if we'll do the dueling.
What are you talking about? Who exactly are you trying to save? Would you call attacking people in their homes saving them? All I hear are their cries of fear. How about this?
Nice try.
Where's he going?
I don't know whose side the heavens are on. But I do know that I
And a
will
couple
go
of
to
attacks
the
before I
aid
do
of
assault.
and cry out for help. It's as simple as that.
Time to end this. An opening. If you insist on getting it our way, then prepare to die.
All right.
Let's end this. How could I? The enemy officer has been defeated. I was too weak.
We're done here now. Well done, everyone. Our first battle was a huge success.
Let's have drinks to celebrate when we get back.
Impressive work. Thank you once again for joining us.
Ooh, additional attacks? Ah, okay, from the demo. That's right, we were using level 20 weapons, I believe. Okay, so very basic looking skill tier, or skill tree.
Thank you again, all of you. Today we won a great victory. An auspicious beginning for our volunteer army. I would like to rest. But first, I must report to his lordship, the governor.
Indeed. Duty first, then we'll raise our cups in celebration.
I'll go to the castle.
There is no more work to be done. Spend your time as you will. Feel free to return to your inn.
If you have nothing to attend to, come see me later. You'll find me on the road.
Okay, so looks like there are some RPG-like mechanics to Dynasty Warriors Origins, which is really different. Now, the one thing I kind of will say is I quickly picked up on some of the weapons, and looks like what I saw from Liu Bei and a couple of the other officers that were using the same sword as me. Dynasty Warriors is usually kind of prevalent on the fact that every single officer will have their own unique skill set, or not skill set, but their own unique move set, their own unique weapon, and everything really makes them unique and stand apart from the rest. But it looks like the sword that the Wayfarer uses, which I thought he would have his own unique move set, turns out that is a shared move set between him and whoever else is using that sword, that specific sword. But I did look up that Dynasty Warriors Origins does in fact have the largest amount of weapon variety and moveset variety to date, even though the roster is a bit shorter, or a bit smaller, considering that the game story ends at Battle of Chirpy, so we don't get to see every single other officer that we're familiar with. But so far, it is a really good game. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Hopefully, these battles get a little bit larger and more varied like it was in the demo when we did the Battle of Sishu Gate. Hopefully we fight some stronger opponents. I will increase the difficulty to Hero. I think that might be a better experience for me, just because I am a veteran of this series. So we'll hopefully you guys tune in more and see what happens later on in this game. Peace, and see you guys around. Bye.